Hello and welcome everybody to another top 5 video. In this top 5, we will be counting my top 5 Sinnoh Pokemon. My all-time favorite generation. With that being said, this list is primarily based on my opinion. If you do not agree, please leave your own top 5 in the comment section below and let's get this discussion going. Additionally, we are going to be discounting all legendaries, mythicals, and starters, as those are videos of their own on my channel already, and you can check them out on my channel. And furthermore, if you do enjoy my content, I do a lot of anime, Pokemon, and Nintendo gaming related content on my YouTube channel. Please leave a like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's proceed into number 5. 5 badass Thundercat kind of Pokemon, Luxray. I mean, just design alone, my dudes. Like, design alone is menacing, freaking intimidating as fuck. I mean, it does get the ability to intimidate, so of course it's gonna be intimidating. And then overall, it's just a cool, really Pokemon. Too bad though that his speed throughout the game actually slows down a bit, and it's kind of overshadowed by other electric type Pokemon such as Electivire. But regardless, in the anime, every time Luxray shows up in the anime, it's always so cool to see. And overall, design-wise, lore-wise, Luxray, I feel like, is very underrated in my opinion. So, for me, Luxray is definitely on my top 5 list, based primarily on designs, on how badass it is. I mean, it's a badass lightning lion. So, of course, it's gonna have a place on my list. So, without further ado, let's proceed to number 4. Number 4 is Electivire, one of the Pokemon that definitely overshadowed Luxray, based primarily on its stats and how strong it is in terms of stat wise, and how flexible it can be as a Pokemon. And overall, his ability is quite the powerhouse. Like, Motor Drive absorbs electricity for its speed. Like, that's just super powerful in my opinion. And for me, design wise, and even that infamous Infernape v Electivire fight in the anime, like, overall, it stole everyone's heart, my dude. Like, even Electivire alone is quite the cute little lightning baby, right? Lightning baby. I feel like Electabuzz is definitely a lightning baby, lightning baby. Even though Alakid does exist now, but you know what? Electabuzz is lightning baby in my book. So without further ado, Electivire, design-wise, anime appearances, stats, and ability-wise, deserves a spot on my list. Without further ado, let's proceed into number 3. Number 3, Cynthia's Ace definitely has a spot on my list. I mean, just look at the design. It looks so menacing. A lot freaking shark, dragon ground. My dude, the design-wise, it's freaking menacing, and it gave a lot of us a little bit of PTSD during that infamous Cynthia fight in 4th Gen. I mean, it took me like multiple, I think I couldn't even, I lose track on how many times I lose to this Garchomp. Regardless of the trauma this Pokemon caused in all of us, the design, the lore, and the fact that it's the Pokemon of one of my top favorite champion of all time, definitely deserves this list. And the reason why I put Garchomp is primarily because it gets a lot of love already. There's just more Pokemon in Gen 4 that I do prefer more than Garchomp. But regardless, Garchomp is just freaking badass incarnate, intimidating Pokemon, and the fact that it gave us trouble during the Gen 4 games deserves a spot in this list. Without further ado, let's proceed into number 2. Number 2, I feel like Staraptor should be a staple in everyone's list. Like, Staraptor, maybe in my list, beats out Garchomp, but yeah, it does beat up because I never had a playthrough in any of my Gen 4 games without a Staraptor. Like, Staraptor completes my team. Like, how awesome the design is, how flexible it can be. Even at the end point, usually for flying type, it loses its use in battle, like in the midpoint of the game. But Staraptor is just that Pokemon that will kick ass throughout throughout the game and will continue to be relied upon at the end of the game. So for me, Staraptor, design-wise, I feel like strength-wise, definitely deserve a number 2 spot. And of course, it's an icon. Like, it's one of the most popular normal flying type early bird kind of Pokemon, aside from Swallow and Corviknight now. But of course, Staraptor is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, and definitely in my book much closer to my heart than Garchomp. So yes, Staraptor is number 2 on my list for top 5 Sinnoh Pokemon. Without further ado, let's proceed into number 1. I cannot put Infernape, which is a starter Pokemon. I will put its brother. I always equate Lucario to Infernape's brother because I think they're the most popular fighting types in Gen 4, and honestly, they just look like brothers in my book. So if I cannot put Infernape, you bet your ass I'm gonna be putting Lucario in here, number 1 spot. I mean, his movie with Mew is just chef's kiss, one of the best movie that I've watched so far. One of my favorite movie, maybe a little bit biased because I do love that movie, with Mew and Lucario, and that I do love that all of his anime appearances. The fact that Ash got one in his journey teams, like, perfect. And the fact that Ash can Mega Evolve a Lucario as well, perfect. Everything about Lucario for me, I love, and the fact that he's even without a Mega Evolution, Lucario can definitely kick ass in competitive scene. His design is menacing. His design is menacing and cool, badass point there. And his lore with the auras and stuff reminds me more of an anime protagonist. This is why it shocks me to believe that it took them this long to put Lucario on Ash's team. Like, Ash at tangent for a quick second. This Pokemon literally embodies an anime protagonist. So why not put this in the team of Ash Ketchum back in Diamond and Pearl? So it really shocks me to believe that it didn't make to Ash's team in Gen 4 in the Diamond and Pearl anime. And maybe they're reserving the spot to Infernape more because they want the spotlight for the Ash's fighting time Diamond and Pearl anime for Infernape. And once Lucario is there, it's gonna overshadow Infernape. I mean, when you have too much powerhouses in your team, some of them are actually gonna be overshadowed. Like Ash's poor Ash's Torterra. It gets overshadowed a lot, and even Gliscor. So I guess that's like a choice that they equate more than Infernape versus Lucario in the anime. So yes, for me, even though they made that choice between Infernape and Lucario in the anime, I still love Lucario. Lucario is one of the icons of anime, one of the icons of Mega Evolution, and it makes sense. It's a really powerful Mega. And even without Mega, Lucario can still kick ass with that Choice Scarf, even Choice Band as well. So overall, by all means though, I'm no competitive expert, but I can still rock out with a regular Lucario. How cool it is. So for me, Lucario being number 1 just makes darn sense for me. That would be my list. Top 5 Sinnoh Pokemon. I should really script my videos.